Surprise! Forgot to put us back up. Everybody. Well, I realized when StreamYard does their automatic play your video when you hit live, that it shows us first and then the video in a split second. So I thought, well, let me put the backdrop on, but I forget to put us back up. Everybody, I have a treat for you tonight. We have Brenda T of Brenda T. I have my son Brendan in the audience,
Okay.
and I just saw his name. Brenda T Imagine, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll put her link in the chat in a moment. But I just wanted to introduce Brenda. Now, Brenda, you've been on YouTube. You have a channel. You've been on Scott's channel before, and are you fairly new? How long have you been YouTubing?
I have been on here since, well, now let me think. Just 1 year. January was 1 year.
Oh,
And I was Imagine with Me Shamanic Journeys the first year. And
right.
then in January this year, I switched to Brenda T _Imagine because Imagine with Me Shamanic Journeys was just too long for people to put in the comments. And
Here I got the Ginger Fade Tarot and Divine Musings. I'm thinking about shortening myself.
and so the reason I started my channel was to offer shamanic journeys to people. And I'm really into the Course in Miracles, and I like to talk about that. And then I found my way into tarot, and I had to cheat, and I wrote down all the answers to the tarot cards on the back.
Fine.
And
Whatever
that's
works.
how I learned to read tarot
Love
and
it.
oracle cards. And I recently started channeling and getting message from my spirit guides and angels. So we're all moving up. It's really exciting time to be alive.
Yeah. Well, I met Brenda through Sun Psychic Jean's psychic class, and so we just connected, and I thought let's do a live together. So hopefully this will be one of many. I've already asked her about next time we'll do shamanic readings. I'm excited to know a little more about that. Um, you want to briefly say something about your shamanic journey?
Yeah, sure. I'll talk about that. It was in November of 23. I was wanting to help my daughter that was having some trouble at work. She was a new supervisor, and people were giving her the business. And I sat down and asked my guides and angels to gather close around me. And I should say that I'm an avid meditator, that I've been meditating faithfully every morning for about 3 years. And that's the
Oh,
thing that just really has done the most for me. And
yes.
so I asked them to join me to help her. And I could feel them around me, and I heard this male spirit voice say, Shamanic Journey.
Really?
I didn't even know what that was. And then the angels came in, they gave me ideas and pictures, and they worked on her aura and things like that. And then later in the day, I found out the trouble she was having at work went away.
Wow.
And
You
so,
became a believer.
yeah, and so I've mostly done them for friends and family.
Mhm.
And but that's the reason why I started my channel, was to offer that to people. And now I'm a tarot card reader too, and I just love all of that. But that's how it began.
Yep. Someone once asked me, why do you love it so much? And for me, it was, um, there's so much challenging times and dark days, um, and not everybody can afford a therapist. And this is something that brings me joy. And she's like, well, what is it that brings you joy? I mean, she just kept going in deep. I'm like, it's the feeling of helping someone see that it's a phase or a cycle, or um, telling them to hang in there, and then teaching them to work with their guides. And I said, it's an indescribable feeling it gives me, except
Right.
joy to know that I have brought joy to someone else. So
Yeah, right. We
yeah,
like to give
still
and share.
indescribable. It's like the cheat sheet version.
Doing the good work.
Yes, yes. Speaking of, we have 14 people in chat already. So let's say hi to some people. And everyone, in a moment, I'm going to put Brenda's link in the description box. But let's say hi to people. We have Leah. She's here. Good to see you back, Leah. And then this is for, not many people don't know this anymore, but this is my son, Brendan, Ocean GD, which is graphic design. I like to brag a little bit because he is graduating college next week. And I'm just so excited for him.
Yeah.
We have Nancy, Chrome's Intuition. I think the three of us should read together.
Awesome.
That would be fun. What'd she say? Stopping by to show some love. She's going to be watching a movie with her son. And then let's see. Jules is here. Jules, I think we did we get to you last time? What I like to do is people I couldn't get to. I like to write their names down to make sure I get to them the next time because we have people that flood in at the last minute, it seems like. So Craig is here. Hi, Craig. How are you? And Madame, I hope she's doing well as well. Clara, happy to see your energies here. Polly is here, and Polly, I will have you towards the top of the list. Ayana's here. Hi, Ayana. I'm so happy to see returning people. It's just wonderful support. And speaking of, Warrior Girl and Nancy, my two favorite mods. And then I did make you a mod, Craig. I don't know if you were aware of that. That was a couple times ago. But we love your support. We love that you come and want to share space with us. And it just helps lift our spirits and just makes everything better. It's a family. I love it. Okay, and then let's see. Let me go down the list real quick. Akila's here. Hi, Akila. I would love to read with you too, Akila. We'll have to check that out. We need and Brenda too. We need to get like have a little soiree of Sun Psychic Jeans pupils.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, have a little party there.
Reunion.
Are you July or June babies in your? I'm a June baby.
I am too, the 29th.
Nuh-uh, I'm the 24th. Wow, no wonder we're gonna get along. Leah,
Right.
did you
There
kind of figure that out? Because it's interesting you would ask.
you
Okay, I never did get the proper pronunciation if I was saying it right. Tamer. Hello, anyways, and let me know how to say your name if I'm not saying it proper. And then Leah said you just channeled her mom.
I did. It was basically my first mediumship experience Wednesday. It just happened.
I love that. That is such a fascinating feeling, too. Fatima's here. Blessings to you. Faye, blessings to you. And your son. Let him know we say hello. Um, let's see. Let's see. She said it was so touching and sweet. Aw, I love that. So, and then Polly, I have you starred for a question here. I apologize for clearing my throat. I guess it's a family trait. We have an extra long uvula. And when I start talking, it dries out, and it's like, I hate it. I hate it. Hi, Lauren. Happy to see you here visiting us. I love it. I love it. Jenful Journey. It's Joyful Journey, but her name's Jen. I like calling her Jenful Journey. So happy you were here. And then let's see. Yes, yes. Um, I was talking with Brenda backstage about mediumship and how sometimes I still need that springboard of the image off of a card. And it just, like I said, it's a springboard for me. What would she say? Indescribable joy. It is. I mean, joy is just so mundane of a word of what we feel. Elation. I mean, there. I don't think there's a big enough word for that stuff. Um,
Ginger, somebody thinks your long uvula is sexy.
oh, who put that in there? It's right here. Oh my gosh. You're making some people are congratulating. You're an artist as well?
Yeah. I'm not a professional artist, but I like to paint. I have some good things and I have a lot of flops, so I just keep.
Yeah. Leah's an artist too, as well as myself. Um, Divine Universe, welcome and hello. Hello. Um, let's see, what's this say? How do you, Leah, are you just trying to get all, you're so funny. You know, a little bit of hair dye goes a long way, I'm telling you. But thank you for the compliments. My son's the 23rd of June. Oh my gosh, talk about being more on the cusp than I am. Miss Steele is here. Hello, hello. June babies unite, June 3rd. Hmm. Uh, oh, Clara wants, okay, he wants a message from Clara tonight. I got you starred. Um, let's see. They're chatting along, talking about bands you, okay, you, what?
Oh,
Bands you, okay, you're evil.
her phone is acting up.
One day
Leah,
I accidentally called it a vulva. Just,
Leah, do you have your reading glasses on?
speaking of glasses, yesterday morning I was making some like crab salad to take to work. I'm like, I need some pepper, so and I didn't have my glasses on, but it's clear. It'll be clear in a moment. I grabbed my shaker off the kitchen table. I'm like, why don't I see black specks? Uh, Oh my God, my eyesight's getting worse. I'm like, what the heck? And then I happen to glance at my hand and I'm holding a white shaker, really marked salt. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, that was a screw up right there.
That's the start of my day, nice and salty. So, all right. Oh, I love this question here. So, love it. I got you started. So, yeah, if you guys, it was Jen. Oh my gosh. I don't know about clearing my throat being sexy, but oh my gosh, there was an SL. Yeah, yeah. The good old day of SL. I can't even talk now. See, you got me all flushed. And I'm assuming she's talking about you showing your artwork.
I did one time. Those couple of them asked me to, and so I
Yeah,
showed them some of my stuff.
yeah.
My
I
house.
need to get back to it this summertime. Okay, hi Mousy. I have asked the elementals to help with my veggie starts. Love it. I went to a hi GG Fox. Welcome. Hello from Hawaii. Oh, Hawaii. Hawaii. All right. I think I need another sip. I can't talk straight right now.
I'm
I
good.
went to an herbal show, and so I found myself having a theme. I found pineapple mint, and then I found a pineapple sage, and then I found pineapple tomatoes. So I'm going to try that. And then I got my son Brendan some peppers and a mushroom growing thing.
Oh, it sounds yummy. Yeah, when I go out in my patio every morning, I've got a flower bed around my patio, and I don't see them, but I trust that they're there. I always say, "Good morning, garden fairies.
Oh,
Thank
I
you for
love
everything you
it.
do."
Yeah.
One time, a couple of years ago, I didn't, like I said, I didn't know for sure they were there, but I had a little cat that was small, didn't ever really grow up very big, and it was delicate and
The
sickly.
fairy
And
cat.
I asked him, I said, "Dear garden fairies, will you watch over my little cat while it's outside?" And
Oh,
they said, "Why would we want to do that? That's not our job."
oh,
And I'm like,
you heard
"Oh, yeah."
that. Really?
I'm like, "Okay, okay.
Ooh, we get
I'll
some
ask you."
silly fairies there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, I've had two hound dogs, and unfortunately, they both passed away within close to a year of each other.
Oh,
One most recent, and anyway, so I'm thinking that they scared my fairies away. Of course, they ate all my fairy statues, so I'm getting my garden back together and inviting them in. So, Divine Universe, I have you start. And everyone, you can start putting some questions in. Um, those of you who haven't, this is not a requirement. It's just helpful if you put them in capital letters and some emojis. I can find them quicker. So, CJ's here. Hi, CJ. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get through here. Glitch in the matrix. Hey, guess who's here? Bobby. Bobby's here. My brethren from another brethren. We got to get together. You never called me back. Clara loves your hair color. She redhead. Wow, I love that. Yeah, it took me years to finally find a red that I like. And I was just telling Brenda, I love her beautiful white hair. And I was thinking about for my 60th birthday this summer, going, there's a poll. I need to put in a poll. Stay red or go silver? With hints of purple in it, of course. I couldn't be just.
I like it red.
You want me to stay red?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yes. Ginger and pineapple. Pineapple is actually my favorite fruit. Everybody, Kim B's in the house. Hi, Kim. Okay, and then I got Thomas' question. I've got Brendan's question. I've got Leah wants to look at spring. Bobby wants to. I need to do knots this coming month. What do I need to do knots? Okay, is that clarify that, Bobby? Is that witches knots or what are you talking about? Leah wants me red. Brother from brethren from another methrin. Brother from another mozzarella. Kim. Oh, mother. You know me, I have to be different. It's brethren from another methrin. To know. Okay. So, what do I need to know this coming month? That's too funny.
Well, this is something you
Mozzarella's good
can
too.
know.
Oh, everybody
The
say
red
red.
hair, Ginger. The
What's
red
that?
hair is something else we have in common. I had red hair too.
Did you?
Yeah,
My
about 6 years
grandmother had auburn
ago.
hair. Mine was mousy brown growing up. So,
Yeah, I had it dyed real bright red about 5 years. I liked it.
I worked in a salon, and one of the estheticians, she's like, Ginger, you need to color your hair auburn. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. And she goes, your complexion's perfect for it. So I did, and it's been that way ever since. You know, my silver streaks here, although I have that powdered, I need to do my roots. I look like a skunk if I didn't have that stuff in my hair right now. All right, Bobby, I'll restart you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Kim, your question was, are there messages for me from the elementals? So I did. So that means I got to pull a different deck too. Driving and waiting on red lights. I definitely have you starred. So right now I have 10 people starred. I think I need to close questions now because every time I feel bad about leaving people off. So you beautiful mods, if you can just say questions are closed for this session because we'll never get through anybody, all of these people, because we've been chatting a little bit. It is a work night. And okay, so here's who I have starred. And if you've asked a question and I didn't call your name, just put it in big caps. Me, you forgot me. So I have Polly, I have Clara, I have Estiel, I have Divine Universe, I have Kimby, I have Tomer. Please tell me if I'm mispronouncing your name. I have Brendan, Leah, and I have Bobby, which I had started twice. So I do have room for one more question. Jenful, you haven't asked a question in a while if you want one. And then if you do, I'll make an exception with oh, I did get Jules. Okay. Going on my list. Okay. All right. So that's who we have. And yeah, Bobby was a hairstylist. That'd have been funny if we worked together. It would have been funny if we worked together. Keeper color red, but it gives you highlight. Yeah, you know what? I have not done my highlights in a long time. It's time consuming and my hands are getting harder to, yeah. So, but I should do that this summer. Anyway, let's get going. Okay, so we're going to start off with Polly. And if you're one, Miss Steele, this is actually a different shade of red, and I've been wearing it for a little over a year and a half, and I absolutely love it. So I was going bold because I was playing that safe auburn. So let me get, oops, I'm just getting rid of everybody. All right, I have you start, Jen. Okay, now questions are closed. I may make an exception because I promised somebody a reading that didn't get a reading before, and so let's get moving. Polly, guidance for dealing with difficult people at work. Oh my gosh,
so hard, and they're always there. Every job, they're always there.
That's where I started stress eating again and gained my weight back and got myself sick. All right, Polly. Okay. So I'm going to take down your question so we can see the cards. Brenda, you let me know if you're ready. You can go first or second. Let me know which would you like to do.
Okay, I'm still pulling cards.
Me too. So, all right. Ooh. Oh, for Pete's sakes, here I go. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Polly. You want me to go first, Brenda?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Ginger.
Oh, thank you, Warrior Girl. She put, okay, first, before I start reading for Polly, everybody, if you will, please click the link that Warrior Girl just put in for Brenda's channel. We need to get her up on some subs and she's fairly new to the YouTube, year young, and I would love to get her more subscriptions. So everybody, please quickly go to that link, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell because I didn't know she did so much. So I've just started looking, and I subscribed to you. But when I went to it tonight, it didn't say I was subscribed. So that's been happening a lot lately to
No,
people.
it didn't show I had any new ones. Aw.
Yeah, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell. That way you know when she's on, and she's putting out some fabulous videos too. So there's my plug for you for now. We'll replug later.
Thank you.
All right, so Polly, guidance in dealing with people at work, difficult people. Okay, so look at this. Okay, this is about you keeping that fire in you, which means, you know, don't be a hothead, of course, but you do you, the best version of you. And what I'm hearing too, this is once told to me, because you know sometimes people just hate. And I feel this is true. Their demons are afraid of your angels, and so that's why they try to cause trouble. So okay, so first of all, connect with your guides. Ask them to come to work with you each and every day. Protect your energy from their energy. See this ball right here, it's got a dragon inside. You have the ability and the magic within you to place a semi-impermeable bubble around yourself each and every day that you go into work. And you state that only love and light energies may enter through this bubble. All negative and lower energies be deflected away. So this is about you doing your best version of you, and to try not to let their energy affect you. And I know that's easier said than done. Been there, done that. So, but you have two dragons in this image, and one is like ready to be birthed here. One is inside this ball. Dragon energy is all about the magic and being an old soul. And I'm feeling like, I don't know if you've ever seen Sun Psychic Jean and I do dragon readings, but I feel like you have a personal dragon protector. And so he's fierce, and just go in with confidence each and every day. And then these two cards came out. The Sun card, first of all, happy, happy, and the Empress card. So the advice for you dealing with these people is staying humble, keeping to your own self if possible, and go ahead and put into chat anything you want me to know. But to me, this is about you standing your ground, but in a very modest way. And things will work out to your benefit if you do that. If you try to fight fire with fire, it can blow up in your face. So this is about you being that beautiful inner goddess, you, and the people who matters most will see you shine where you need to shine. So that's my message for you, Polly. What do you have, Brenda?
Okay, Polly. Well, I have this deck called the Oracle of the Roses, and they tell us something about ourselves. And I think it's kind of cool. The card that I drew for you, it is the Knight. And I have to kind of hold it closer to my lamp so I can read it. It says, if there has been fighting for or with something, it is time to let it go. Stop and evaluate what you think you desire. I understand that you're not causing it, but sometimes we have to let go on our end too. And maybe, you know, if you release some of the anxiety you have about that, it'll help you be able to let it roll off your back. I have worked with difficult people, though, I know. So the Knight is always ready to go into battle. And so you have some of that in you. dedication and devotion should be in line with the positive values of the knight. The knight is noble and strong and goes into battle. So you are capable of taking care of these people in your own way because you have it in you. And then I drew 5 tarot cards for you, and the very first one sees this situation causing you sleepless nights and worry. But the very next card is the Ace of Pentacles, and Ace is about new beginnings. This is about material things. But the cards are showing that you're going to have a new beginning in this situation, and it's showing that you're going to find peace and contentment with the Nine of Cups is about emotions. And then you might enjoy looking back at the days before that started and remembering being having some nostalgia come in about the things in the past that you enjoyed. About this was in a workplace, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. You enjoy about that workplace. There's probably something else that you could focus your attention on. And the very last card is Judgment, which I think is telling me that there is going to be a conclusion of some kind of judgment about the situation that's going to be helpful for you. And
love that message. Yeah. And I forgot to pull the Oracle card. Got excited. Polly, I'm going to pull an Oracle card. And this will be a message for you personally and not how, I might say how to deal with that situation. So, Polly, what is it? Oh, I love this. You got like this cute little panda family here. Okay, first of all, just looking at this image, it's about balance. You making sure that you stay grounded each and every day, but connect with your guides. They're really there to assist you. All you have to do is call upon them and ask for assistance, and you can be very specific. And just ask that they lead you through the day with messages for your highest good. This says, no matter how great the odds may seem, difficulties will be positively transformed. That which appears to be declining will yield new possibilities. How synchronistic is this with our messages? A gentle approach will conserve your energy and attract all necessary resources. You have considerable resilience, and there is restorative, replenishing wisdom at play in your life. And that's what I'm with the dragons helping you out here. Reversing the negative trend and guiding you into a more abundant, restful, and supported reality. So I think that was perfect. That totally in sync with Brenda's and my messages.
Right, yeah, right.
I love when that happens.
Me too.
All right. So thank you for letting us read for you, Polly. I hope our messages helped you a little bit. And then let us know next time we're on how things are going. But we can relate with difficult employees, and the best thing you can do is be you, and truth comes out eventually. So, all right, we're going to go to Craig. He would like a message from Clara. What does she got to say? He says.
Cheers. I don't know who Clara is.
Clara is Craig's. How would you say this, Craig? She's his guide, but yet she's his best friend guide. She was movie actress way back when. Is that correct, Craig?
Oh, okay.
Like an old. Was it? I'm just guessing. Is it like the 20s, 30s? Craig.
The silent movie?
Oh, the 1920s. Yes. Okay.
Oh, Claire Bow.
Okay. Okay. Love that. So, all right. So, let's do this. Okay. I feel Clara.
I am here. I send you regards, dear gentleman. I see you, and I care about you. Sometimes I try to make your day go better. I wish for you the best. And remember that I see you. Remember that I see you. That's funny. It's kind of like you have a watcher. That's all that I got.
Oh, that was nice. um, yeah, so I'm gonna guess my girlfriend and loved one. Sweet. Okay, so Clara, Claire's been tingling all over here. Okay, so I'm trying to. Okay, so here's my image that I'm getting here, and this is like Clara watching everything. You're okay. Let me see this one. She is just enjoying watching your manifestations come to fruition. Um, I feel like in this image, she's both this beautiful woman and the little birdie. And I'm wondering if you happen to notice the same little birdie. I don't know if you have a garden and you go out to your garden, or there's just it's like she's watching you. Like it's almost like she's your familiar in little birdie form. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Craig, but let me know if I do, if it does. But it's the almost proud mama feeling I'm getting watching you grow as a person, grow in spirituality, um, just watching you being nurtured in life. Okay, let me go. Let me go. Okay, so let me know if this rings true, Craig. She's okay. So it's like you have a lot still that you want to accomplish, a lot still that you want to do. But since I see this book for forefront, it's almost like okay, whatever you're trying to accomplish, it's research, it's reading, um, and kind of making that a priority in all these beautiful things you want to accomplish. I'm going to keep moving on because let's see. So, okay, so in this image is a person, and sometimes I don't read these cards as this is 4 cups, whatever. This is just that she's wanting you to know that even when you're feeling a little less than, or if you're really wanting to connect with her, she's here. She is here. She's got such beautiful, bright energy. Are you ever sitting, even if it's in the daylight, but all of a sudden you feel like the lighting just got brighter? Just let me know if that makes sense to you. I feel that even though it's daylight out, all of a sudden you'll see it's brighter in the room or wherever you are. That's Clara, just letting you know, and hopefully you're feeling her warmth. Um, and then this last image is one of my favorite images in this deck. This is about you ascending. You're going through or gone through this healing transformation. This is about you rising above your challenges, ascending into more of a spiritual perspective on things. And she's recognizing that for sure. And I want to laugh because I see this is the fool's hat, but for some reason just now I'm seeing it as a brassiere. So what does that mean to you, Craig? And it almost looks like that 1920s brassiere. It's really you're carrying that brazier with you. Maybe it's you're carrying her nurturing energy with you. I don't know. I don't know. Craig, save me. What are you saying? But I really am feeling her energy. I'm just tangles all over.
My
Let's see.
head thinking too.
Yeah. All right. Let me back up a little bit here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let me catch up here. All right. So, Clara, you more than sometimes succeed in making my day and nights. Aw. And then she actually participates in my life. He says, promised her another trip to Hollywood. I spend time at her resting place at Forest Lawn Cemetery. Oh, I know that place.
Oh,
Um, I lived in the Hollywood area. I'm a California gal.
okay.
How I ended up here, I don't know. Um, but it feels like home here. I usually leave Air Force wings on her marker. She took care of me in the Army hospital when I was wounded and recovering.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay, I got chills on that one. Really? Okay. And she does keep him awake. Hi, Sonia. Um, wait. Hang on. I'm gonna start that one. Let's see. And yeah, okay. Yeah. So, Craig, I hope those messages, they actually were a little story here, and I hope the message and the story rang true for you, Craig. And I thank you for moving through Brenda and I. Always love having her energy. It's a beautiful energy. So, there you go, Craig. Thank you for letting us uh, it makes perfect sense. Perfect. I love connecting with Clara. She just has beautiful energy. So thank you for letting us connect with her tonight. So, okay. All right. And then Robert Sprite's here having coffee at McDonald's.
hey, Robert.
Love it. Okay. Again, thank you, Craig. I really appreciate you. Okay, so we have moving on because we need to. Um, all right, so we have S. Steele. Miss Steele, are there any fairies, interdimensional beings, or deities around me that are wanting to work with me? I'm going to switch decks here.
I'll
And
have to get very quiet for a little bit and see if I hear anything,
yeah,
okay?
I'm going to mute myself anyway. All right, one
Oh,
moment, Steve.
I heard, of course there are. You can count on it. They're all around us, you know. They're part of the earth. We are part of the earth also. They're in the next dimension, very close to us. The fairies. See, what kind of interdimensional beings are there? What kind of interdimensional beings are there? I heard gnomes. There's gnomes. Are there very many? A few gnomes. There's a few gnomes on the property where you are. They've been there for centuries. They're not leaving. They can be grouchy, but they won't bother you. Um, are they wanting to work with us still? Are they wanting to work with us still? In a way, but they're unsure. They don't trust humans that much. Um, any deities? Deities around me? Any deities? Do we see any deities there? Not at this time, I heard we're not seeing any deities at this time, but they can always come back or reappear. It doesn't mean that they're gone forever. They come and go from our world. They prefer to go back where they came from. So that's what I got. Thank you for your question.
Oh, I am on half the time I mute myself and forget. All right, fairies, beings, what? So I was asking, what energies are surrounding you? And definitely, Faye. I get this card, which is telling me that they're celebrating the fact that you're wanting to recognize that they're around you, and so okay, so going out into your garden, you can even invite them in. Just tell them that they're welcome. Um, I see if you leave a little bit of honey for them, they love honey. They love, oh, they want a cookie. I see. I feel like they're like, don't forget the cookie too. Leaving them offerings, just helps them feel that much more welcome. And it shows your intentions on wanting to connect with them. But here I just see that they're just celebrating the fact that you are wanting to recognize them. When I look at this next card, I feel like there are also star beings around you that are trying. No, say that again. Um, they're wanting to connect with you, and if you do some meditation and ask for them to come to you one at a time. You have several around you that wish to communicate with you. So, and in doing that is through meditation. Um, I almost feel like there's a longing there for, I'll just call it Star Nation for lack of better terms right now. So it may be that you yourself are a star being, in a past life, a star being. And I think that's who is trying to connect with you, is that kind of energy. Um, I'm going to leave that there. Also, the crows are around you. Do you have crows around you? I say they're around you, but do you ever notice the crows around you and encircling you? And these are messengers. These are, again, I don't know if you meditate, um, but there are beings around you that do truly want to work with you. And but I feel like these crows are here as your guardian. It like, well, look at this. It's like you are a warrior woman, and they've got your back, type of thing. So if you find that you have challenges in life, but yet somehow you're like, how did I get through that? It's all these elementals and beings. They have your back. So, and then their message to you is this beautiful Two of Wands. With this message is just almost like the confirmation that you have fairies in your garden or around you, and they're wanting to play. They're wanting to play. Um, That's as far as I can go like in that one.
I heard that the crows could be shapeshifters also.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So, okay, so hang on. We're shutting the front door. Hang on. Okay. I just had a reading the other day and I heard that the first time with regard to past life is Palladians. Oh my gosh. So
Okay.
possible confirmation.
Okay.
Wow. Loving that. Yes, and questions are closed. Fun boy, I feel you always come after questions are closed. Hang around if we have time. I'm not sure though. We are almost an hour in, and let's see, Mousy. Okay, so let's see. Sonia, how's that little sweet pea of a baby? Sonia is a newly grandma.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And okay, so she sent me the picture and talk about a little fey being. She has little fairy ears, and she also sent me a picture of the 3D image in the womb. That baby
Uh-huh.
is beautiful, smiling in that womb. She's
Oh,
going to
wow.
be one of those little stars, like
A princess.
what for me? Oh, I could just see part of her life is just wanting to be in plays, and I can't. My thing's not working here. Okay, hang on. So,
Oh,
um,
she's doing
so
good.
Silver popped in and out. Um, let's see. Uh, she was saying that interesting about the gnomes. The backyard is kind of I could see a gnome living there. I love that. Oh my gosh. So oh Robert, you're so sweet. I love you. Um, okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure. Okay, she was wondering if the nine worlds. Well, hello, by the way, Kristen. How are you? Oh, it's been a while. We need to chat. Oh yes, the Keebler Elf cookies. Um, I really saw something like a shortbread, kind of a. Of course, it could be maybe they like ginger snaps too. All
Maybe they
right,
do.
so um, Mousy says her fairy guide's a fae. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I have not missed anything. Um, I'm gonna shut the front door. Wow, you guys are really chatting around here. Okay, I'm caught up. All right. All right. So thank you, Stu, for letting us read for you. That was fun. All right. We have Divine Universe. Um, all right. Divine Universe. Let's see what kind of message we can get for Divine Universe. It's like general message.
I just heard keep the faith.
Hmm. you ready, or would you like me to go?
I can go.
Okay.
I heard, real quick, I heard keep the faith, and I heard keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I pulled the observer card for you. So let's see what the book says about the observer. It is perspective and objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Most people see the world through their personal lens, and they closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are their only reality. But there are times when you need to distance yourself in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. And now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions and the people, the culture, the environment that you're engaged with now. And you'll be happy you did. It will pay off for you. Illumination. Illumination is the miracle you seek. And if you seek it, you will find it.
Love that message, Brenda.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go out of order how I pull because I pulled this card. I shuffle and some cards come up again. Okay, so this is a message that the universe recognizes, and let us know if we're on base, off base. It's good to have feedback, but by reading, I hope you're not sleeping. Oh, there she is. Okay. Okay, so it's the universe saying that they recognize when you're going through challenges and you're not alone. This is weird. I see the rose through the thorn. That's the weird message there. Okay, so when you pick a rose, it's thorny, it hurts, it's painful, but the beautiful thing, this the like aromatherapy, the feeling of a rose petal, the beauty within is there. And sometimes we have to go through challenges to move above and beyond certain circumstances. But say you are not alone. Call upon your guides, call upon the universe to assist you. In this card, I feel like you need a hug. You need a hug. And I know some people have heard me say this before, but there was a time, of course, it was 5:30 in the morning and I couldn't wake up my sons to have a hug, but I really felt I needed a hug. And I called in my team and I said, I really need a hug. And I literally can visually see them gather around me. I felt all their warm energy just embrace me. And it was the most beautiful feeling. And though I couldn't get a physical hug from somebody, that hug meant so much to me. And so every once in a while, I'll call out, I'm like, group hug. I need another group hug. And I'm telling you, it works. And it just, for that moment, you feel at peace. You feel that unconditional love, just knowing that you're not alone, that spirit works with you, the creator works with you. Just exercise patience and patience with yourself as well. And for you to look up, there's a lot of beauty around you, and especially in challenging times, that's when to look up at the most. Stop and smell those roses. Take the time to, just experience nature first and foremost. But here's the card I was really loving to get to. This card it's serious. It's that gift of knowledge, that gift of knowing that at some point you're gonna just, when you raise your vibrational energy, you're going to have an epiphany of some sort, an awakening, and you're going to have that knowledge that's going to push you forward and push you along your journey. And it may come from an unlikely source. But this eagle's like the highest perspective you can get. So that's spiritual perspective. So there's another nod to universe has your back. Just things take time, and just let me know if this is ringing true with you. Um, so I pulled a card from the ancestors, and look at this beautiful card.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's like you walking through life in beauty, in grace, in confidence, and you have your guides by your side the whole time. Let me read this to you. Your soul is entering the center of the mandala, encountering infinite possibilities. This is a wild place where excitement, chaos, and creative freedom abide. Here is where your new potentials and opportunities arise as if out of nowhere. Um, Sorry, that caught me off guard because I never read the oracle cards before I read the other one, so there was a little synchronicity in there for me. Is the realm of magic and synchronicity. I must be psychic. Things may seem to be falling apart, but in a more meaningful and true way, they are really falling into place. So I hope that message really speaks to you and gives you that vote of confidence and that spark to help you start your new day. Because that saying, every day is the first day of the rest of your life. So it's up to you how you walk into that day with your energy. So walk in beauty and grace, and the energies will follow. So, divine universe, that's my story for you. And um, I hope you can get something from our messages. I think just hang in there.
Great advice there, Ginger.
Oh, yeah. So let's see. What's this say? They tell me I'm going to reach back where I was. Took a pause for a while, but I'm working on it. I feel like sometimes the universe puts challenges in our way because we're moving too fast and we need to slow down a little bit because we're missing the finer details. Here's something Leah says. The thorns are there to keep us strong and upright, what the rose needs to express its tender petals. That's what I was trying to say. What Leah says. I love that. Thank
Yeah,
you,
Leah knows. She's got the words.
Leah. Yeah. Because, yeah, those. It's like bamboo, very strong yet flexible. So the universe knows you are a strong woman, and they're rooting for you. So thank you for letting us read for you tonight, Divine. Okay, so let's move right along because I want to make sure I get to everybody. Kim, are you still here, Kim? We have Kim and we have Timmer and Brendan. Bobby, are you still here? You're very welcome.
Leah says those words just pop out. She doesn't think about them.
Here we go. All right. Elementals. Okay, let me switch my decks here.
I wish I had some elemental cards. I don't.
Ah.
I'm going to get quiet for a minute.
What's that? Okay.
I'm going to have to be quiet for a minute.
That's fine.
Oh, the word hearts came up. What am I hearing the word hearts for? The elementals say they love your heart, Kim. They see you have a lot of heart, and they admire that in you. Let's see. I think there's some elves around you. I just saw a taller elf. Kind of looked like a cartoon. He had a green hat on. My head is tingling, Ginger. My crown chakra is tingling.
Mm.
I think they're here. The elementals are with you in a very strong way, Kim. They're just giving me some energy here. They're wanting to send energy to you. They really care about you. They treasure being around you. Okay. The elementals. They think it might be good for you to go out and dig in the dirt a little bit, to plant some things, to be closer to the earth. They love Mother Earth, and they want for us to treasure Mother Earth as much as they do. That's their wish for you. And they like singing. I don't know if you might ever hear some singing around you that you don't know where it comes from. It might be the elves. They like to sing and dance, of course. Elves sing and dance. Having a party. So they're just very happy. They're very pleased with getting to spend time in your presence.
That makes me smile. That was beautiful. I have somebody touching me right here. Yeah.
I was tingling real strong up there.
Well, as Bobby and I like to say, we got the tingles. We got the tingles.
Energy. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. So, okay. Loving this. Okay, Kim. They are leaving little presents for you out in the garden. So, and this one's holding an acorn. These little presents are they come with energy. So if you see, let's say you see an acorn walking as you're walking, it's almost like the saying, if you see a feather in your path, it's a message from the angels. Well, if you see an acorn in your path, pick that acorn up. This is what I'm seeing. Picking the acorn up and like cupping it and just breathing and feeling the energy of this acorn. And then I feel like it's a ceremonial thing where you put your intentions into this acorn and then bury this acorn in your garden. May or may not grow into a tree. If you want it to grow into a tree, don't put it right smack in the middle of your flower bed. Of course, you can transplant it, but the whole thing is intention. They want you to put your most deepest wish intentions into this acorn, plant it and nurture it. So it doesn't necessarily mean go out, plant this and water it, and it's the intention. They want to help your wishes come true. But there's words here on the bottom. It says life renewed. So I feel like there's something coming your way, some beautiful energy coming your way that's going to be like a fresh air, a breath of fresh air for you. Not quite sure what that is, but I feel like it's the fairies saying we're gifting this energy to you. And then I hear with this image, this is you. They feel like you are a queen amongst their garden. And now let me know if I'm right or wrong. I mean, do you have a garden and you go out and nurture it, Miss Kim? But anyways, this is a queen energy, and queen energies, they're about being grounded. They're very down to earth. They're the nurturing queen. Love to nurture, make things grow, including their children. I feel like including their children. Apple tree. Have you planted an apple tree? I feel like they want you to plant an apple tree. That came out of nowhere. But anyway, no, interesting. But anyways, they love your energy, and they just look up at you as if you were the queen of the fairies kind of thing. They love your energy. The Mother Earth kind of energy flows through you. Do you walk through your garden barefoot? Because I feel like that's something, if you don't, try it. I can't do it because I have ants everywhere. But even if I'll find a spot that I know doesn't have ants, and I will put my barefoot there, and just grounding in nature, equal exchange of energy, send Mother Earth, Gaia, love and healing where she needs it most, and just picture that energy flowing back up through you. Anyways, I'm going to go on. So I pulled, okay. So in this image, this is telling me that you are a very intuitive person. And just you have such a gentle way about you. And I think that's why they are so drawn to you. Your message here is you will access spontaneous spurts of swift progress and rapid healing, yet you are soul making, creating a legacy of sacred beauty that requires patience and persistence. Value your process and value yourself enough to set boundaries with yourself and others. Whatever issue may be troubling your mind or heart will not last long. A protective, guiding wisdom ensures your liberation and fulfillment. So that's that message for you, Kim. I love this energy I'm feeling, and it's one of those that I can't really put into words truly what I'm feeling that they feel for you. So thank you, Kim, for letting us read for you tonight. Oop, I meant to hide that. Love that energy. So she has a visiting squirrel. Hang on. Okay, he lives across the street. I brought back a rock from my son's house that drew. That's funny because as I was saying that acorn, I thought of a little pebble at the same time. About to fill the bird feeder shortly. Yeah, they love that Mother Gaia in you. Almost like if I were a Disney character, and I feel this about you, Kim, as well. Snow White. I really feel the energy of Snow White, and just loving hearing the birds sing and being in nature, and that kind of thing.
She says I go barefoot often.
Love it.
Awesome.
That helps keep you grounded. So anyway, let me go to comments. I am in the comments. See how I am. I just want to say this is why. Hang on.
The most interesting things go on in the comments. We don't want to miss.
No, that's why it's easier for me to follow the comments on my phone.
Right, it is.
While I keep the other chat things. Jen B. Visionary Gal. Hello and welcome to our space. Hi, Maureen. So if I can say hi to people popping in. Thank you for popping in. We have 20 people watching us right now. Leah says, Kimby, I'm so jelly. All I want is some land, even half an acre. I live on a little more than half an acre, and the only downside is I'm in an HOA, and I'd like to not be. Oh my gosh. Bruno. Okay, these are new Disney characters I don't know about. Okay. All right. Tomer, are you still here? So before we read, I'm going to start doing roll calls because we've been on a little over an hour. So we're starting to wind down, and I want to try to get through to everybody. So Tomer, are you still here? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
What is the best way for me to get cured of a hmm. Okay, that's kind of a health question that I didn't realize you were asking. Let's see what we can do. I generally don't do health questions, but this is kind of a light best way for me to get cured of chronic fatigue. Okay. Well, I'm already hearing something here. And this sounds so, you hear it all the time from everybody. Uh, hydration is so important, and mostly water, but you can add you know fruit. I'm thinking fruit too. I feel like I have chronic fatigue syndrome myself. And of course, they're going to say exercise. Well, I'm not really good at that. But taking walks, even if you don't, okay, so there's been days where I'm just so tired, I don't feel like it. But I will walk out into my garden. And like I said, I live on a little bit of land. But um, by the time I'm done walking and speaking to the trees, um, loving nature. I feel so good coming back in. So being outdoors in the sunlight is another very, very important thing. So hydration and sunlight is what I'm hearing the most. But how about you, Brenda? I'm going to also pull cards just for the entertainment only part of this.
I pulled 5 tarot cards for you,
Okay.
Tamara, and it looks like they're talking about stress in these cards because I see stress in these cards that laying out in front of me. Um, but the very first card's the Knight of Pentacles, and that is the slowest knight. And so I think this card is telling you that you just don't push yourself, just go ahead and take it easy and go slow. You don't have to try to do too much. You don't have to be fast. And then this is the 5 of Wands. Is I always think it's a sign of watch out for struggles and arguments. So kind of have a plan if you know that there's going to be some arguments around. Sometimes political things come up, whatever it is that you might run into, what you know who you're around and what they're like. So have a plan to avoid those kind of struggles with those people. And the 2 of Pentacles is showing you juggling too many things. If this guy would put one of those things down, he could deal with things easier. And we do have the Fool showing you taking off on a new adventure. So I think there's hope for you to get a new start and get a grip on this. And the very last card that I got for you is the 7 of Wands. And this card says stand up for what you believe in. And wands are not about emotions, but standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in, um, being on solid ground. I think that's good advice there for you to take to stand up for yourself and take care of yourself. So
Mhm.
those are the cards I got for you.
Yeah, and there's so many valid points in chat as well. I got some of the same. So I mean, before I read this card, even though this is the Five of Pentacles, it made me think of the things that are on your mind. Um, there are so many challenges in the day-to-day life right now. Our mind is not resting. So I see this saying it take your challenges one at a time and work your magic, because this coin is floating. So it's all about um, as I look through all these cards, mindset is so on how you start your day. Um, I read, and this is hard to do sometimes, but as soon as you wake up, smile and just be thankful you woke up. But smiling raises that vibrational energy through all these cards. I'm going to show them to you real quick. I'll show you the old man in a second. Where are you? Okay. Okay. Um, you're an empath. I read here, which makes sense why this high priestess comes up. Being an empath, like you said, other people's energies just drain, drain, drain. And I learned several years ago to say, and I don't know if you heard me in chat earlier, when you start your day, you're heading out that door, say this affirmation: I surround myself with a semi-impermeable bubble, and only the energies of love and light may enter. May all the lower energies be deflected away. In certain days that I had said that, going to work, certain people who add stress to my day coincidentally kind of stayed clear of me that day. They just kept to themselves. Not like they went, oh, I better stay away. It's somehow the universe works to keep them preoccupied. And when I look at this card, this is about you making sure you're taking moments to nurture yourself, mind, body, and spirit. But again, with her smiling, our thoughts, our way of, how am I trying to say it? The energy we expend in our mind. We have to be careful what we think, how what we say, changing our mindset. That's what I was working at. Changing mindset to positive, being positive all the time. But I still am seeing sunlight and hydration are really let's say the starting points of there's so much running through my head right now. They're your first steps. There's a lot of stepping stones. Sunlight and water and being in nature. So being out more really, really will help you. And start there and try to just prioritize your challenges. And I know that's not an easy thing to do, but you face them one at a time. You're able to navigate through them much easier. And again, call upon your team to guide you through each and every day. And I also, when I'm sitting in my car, I do a little mini meditation before I leave. I ask and intend that my vibrational energy be raised high and happy today. And I'm telling you, it's a practice, but it works. I can speak for myself.
Yeah.
So I hope those. Did you have something to add there?
Yeah, I wanted to add something that I don't want to take us down a rabbit hole this late in the game, but I just wanted to mention I did receive a strong message from my guides today, and they play songs in my ear to get my attention, and I know which songs are for which guide or whoever. And so I had taken my daughter out to eat. Not formally, we just went through a drive-through and we took it to her house.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wasn't able to eat all mine. I put it away for later. And all the way home, they were playing their song in my ear, playing their song, trying to get my attention, snagging me. And when I got home, I sat down. I said, okay, what is it that you're wanting to tell me? And they started talking to me about fast food being poisonous. Mm-hmm. And I had a big, long message about it. And I don't even have it in front of me to read it to you, but I'm going to try to put it up on in some form. But I don't want to scare people, but at the same time, I trust the advice my guides give me. So I think we should take the avoiding fast food plan seriously.
And processed, lunch meats and I agree. I just on the news. I always thought, I take tap water for my tea and stuff. I'm heating it, something that's okay. But I feel like it's going to help me with immunities as well. If you're only drinking spring water and then you drink tap water because it's the only thing available, you might feel it, But, it's about like when we were kids playing in the dirt. Nobody ever got sick, really, when we were little. We played in there. We did all those things. And life is so full of antibacterial, this, that, and the other thing. But the news said my town of Greenville, South Carolina, got a D rating on the water quality.
What? No.
D? Okay, forget these immunities. There's poison in there or something.
Oh,
So
wow, that's scary. I hate to hear that. Sorry.
anyway, all right, let's keep going. We are at 8:26. How are you feeling?
My rear end's starting to get a little tired of being in the chair, but otherwise I'm okay.
Okay, let's um Sonia, let me get a hold of you. I'll email you because that little grandbaby. So, all right. So, and then Brendan, I'm going to put you on hold because you're my son, and I can do that. So, I really want to read for Leah and Bobby. Do you have enough for two
That's
more?
fine. Yeah, let's
Okay.
do. Yeah.
All right, Leah. I don't know if you noticed, but I gave you a wrench. Okay, she wants spring energy. Let's push through these here. Um, spring energy for Leah.
It's spring. Leo, I think I gave you a May reading the other day, didn't I?
Ooh.
I'm not sure.
Oh goodness.
Oh, I remember, Leo. Okay.
That's what I thought. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Would you like me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let's get this party started. Okay. This, well, this is like my favorite deck anyway. So every time I pick up a card, this is one of my favorite cards. Cheryl Marchetti is this wonderful artist. Anyways, in this image, it's about community. So this spring, it's about you working cohesively in the community. Everybody's working together as a team. And it's almost when you're working with, I think you're going to find that working with at least a certain person or two, that it's almost like you're working with telepathy. You guys know what each other's thinking. It's just a fine oiled machine, whatever you're going to be doing. So being around like-minded people, this doesn't necessarily have to be work. This is about community. So yeah, so because we're short on time, and I'll make sure we'll get a longer message next time, but definitely this spring, it's about, it can also be about you finding a way of getting rid of the ants. Oh my gosh, we are so bombarded with ants right now here in the South. But in this image, talk about community. I feel like it's a spiritual community thing. So, Leah, I don't know what you're doing, but I think being around like minded people who are also interested in um, developing their spirituality, and also like homeopathic, like Brenda was saying, our health are so important. So getting to the back to nature, natural ways of eating healthier, and maybe looking at healing herbs and stuff like that. So maybe you'll find a group that also would like to do that, and I think that would be very beneficial. We got the Ace of Cups here. For me, Ace of Cups is about spiritual awakening. This total watery thing. So maybe in the spring, I don't know. I see you going somewhere where there's a water fountain in the middle of a park or a city setting, wherever. do the old-fashioned make-a-wish, throw a coin in there. I really feel that strong. This is about inviting abundance into your life. And there's an affirmation I like to say is, I am open and receptive to the abundance that flows into my life. And I thank you, thank you, thank you. So there's where I'm going with that card. And then, of course, I pulled from my ancestors. Okay, just looking at this, I haven't read it yet, but looking at this, I see you focusing on your third eye, but focusing on your inner light, bringing that out, nurturing yourself more, believing in yourself more. You are a beautiful, beautiful being. If you don't feel it on the outside, it's about bringing that energy forward, and you will feel the beauty within. Let's see what it has to say. You are spiritually outgrowing a phase of life. As you open yourself to unfamiliar territory, your evolution into a less problematic era is assured. You will instinctively know when and how to take your leap of faith, and you will recover swiftly from any upheaval involved in this process. The patterns of the past have no power over you now. Soon you will see things in a more positive light. So, Leah, I hope that message spoke to you. So, I love it. What do you have? I'm sorry, and more fish here. You got flying fish here. Abundance is coming your way, sweetheart.
Flying fish. Leah, I just pulled one card for you. I pulled from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck, the Keeper of the Scales.
Ooh.
And it says that harmony begins with the self, and then it resonates outward to others. You're in harmony with yourself when you nurture yourself. So they're talking about nurturing yourself with self-love and respect and acceptance, and always taking full responsibilities for your actions. Only then can you be in harmony with others. This is because love is the central force that connects all life and aligns you with like-minded others. Another message is restoration and the positive, fair resolution in all disputes, including those involving the legal system or other important changes. The Keeper of the Scales is just a kind ally, always making sure balance is activated on your path. So that's a great card to get.
Oh, I just want to pull up a comment here. By the way, hi Faith. Thank you for coming and sharing space with us. It's very comforting looking at you, Brenda. I really am reminded of my mom. You somehow resemble her, and I miss her so much.
Oh dear, wow.
I was telling her that too. We took a course together, and you have such beautiful energy, Brenda.
Mm.
All right. We're going to read for Bobby, and that will be all. But right before I do, I want to put Brenda's link in. So I'm going to put Brenda's link in, and I want everybody who has not yet done so, please hit this link. Wait, I just added it to another banner.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, here we go. Please click this link. And Brenda, you do have such beautiful, wonderful energy. And I invite everybody to, even who watches this back, please subscribe to Brenda. She's got beautiful energy. Her messages are beautiful, and we want more of that. So we'd love to see you more on YouTube. Let's get those subscriber numbers up for her. And Craig and Clara just subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys doing this.
Thank you, Ginger. I've got a lot of messages from angels, and I got a message from the trees the other day. So I have I have a lot of videos up from the last couple of weeks when I started receiving channeling, and so they're short, they're easy to watch, and they got some good information in them.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, Claire wanted him to subscribe. So, yeah. So. Faith, we are finished for this evening. We're going to be doing our last reading, but do subscribe to both channels. Hit the bell. You'll know when we're on next. And Brenda and I are already planning on reading together again. So, and then do you have anything coming up?
I'm usually always on my channel at 2 Central Time on Wednesdays. And other than that, I just pop up sometimes and I put some reading recorded videos on and the channelings that I receive.
Awesome. So on Wednesdays, are you live reading, doing live readings?
Yeah, live readings.
Perfect. So everybody, Wednesday, 2 o'clock Central Time. I'm unfortunately at work during those times, but summer's coming, so I'll be available. I'm already with a bag of cinnamon here. So are you okay to do it one more reading?
Yes.
Sure. Okay. So let's get Bobby here. And Bobby, are you still here? Bobby calling Bobby. Earth to Bobby. And not even just Earth to Bobby. The stars to Bobby. Ethereal things, Bobby. All right. He wants to know what is coming up for this month coming up. So what are the energies?
Let me get out tarot cards.
Or within a month's time for Bobby.
Coming month for Bobby. Sorry, my cards are noisy.
I know.
I'll let you know, Faith.
All right, Bobby, let's get this going here. Okay, first of all, you got the King of Water here in Marchetti's world, King of Water. Okay, so I love this card because you know what? Let me do real quick. We got Marlin energy here, and Bobby, let me read to you Marlin energy out of my little handy dandy book here. Okay, all right. Marlin, it's a majestic presence that carries an aura of power, wisdom, and prosperity and divine connection that transcends words. Okay. That's Marlin energy for you for this upcoming month. This is about you mastering, navigating through challenges, the stormy waters. You know how to do it with grace, with majesty. This is again the Marlin energy. The confidence I see in the eyes of this person, I bring that to you. The confidence of the knowledge that you have, putting your wisdom to the helms. This is about you knowing how to gather your sea legs if in the stormy waters, but you just navigating, you have this inner compass on how to navigate through through life itself, actually. Just bring in that ancient wisdom, call it in, and it'll help you through anything here. And this is you rising above the waves. And then I've got Page of Swords here. So there's some new adventure coming your way, I think, in the upcoming month here. And it's a new form of communication. I'm wondering if there's a different form of channeling or anyways, new form of communication could be just how to speak English to people and getting them to understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. And you also got Empress energy, my friend. I just feel Dr. Doolittle here when I'm looking at this particular card tonight. talking. Oh, maybe it's animal communication, Bobby. That's interesting. And do you know somebody who has a bird as a pet? And and yes, smoke in your spirit stick and talk to that that bird. Do you know anybody with a bird, Bobby? I would be just, But anyways, in this image, you have the jaguar energy. That's that majestic, uh,
Mm.
that like ancient wisdom coming through. You've got the deer energy, gentleness. You have dragonfly energy, that good luck, and also magic. So there's a lot of magical energy surrounding you this coming month, Bobby. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Raven for a animal spirit guide. The raven is my animal spirit guide.
Ooh.
So it showed up in my front yard one day, and I got the message.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they
Wow.
go with me or it goes with me on my shamanic journeys.
Oh,
So
wow.
I pulled five. Yeah, it's my spirit animal on my journeys. So I pulled 5 tarot cards for you, and looking at them, it's showing thoughts, stinking, thinking, busy mind activity, something that you're going to have to get a hold of. This question was about the month of May, wasn't it?
The upcoming month.
The upcoming month. So you're going to have to be prepared to work on those thoughts and be in charge of them because you have the 7 of Swords. And swords are about thoughts. You have several sword cards here. So this is showing that that stinking thinking, those
Mm.
thoughts pestering you, can steal your joy away from you. They can be sneaky. They can sneak up on you and you won't even know what's going on because, they're just floating around there in your head and you don't catch on to what's happening to you until you're hurt. And then also watch out for this fighting. Be prepared that there might be arguing going on around you. Wands are about abilities, so there might be some struggling in your life. Sorry, that's that card, but it does show you coming up out of that and being triumphant over it. This is a card of triumph in creativity and abilities. There you are, the winner. Have the laurel wreath on your head. Your friends all around you celebrating, riding on your high horse. And then we have 2 more cards of thoughts. Thoughts keeping you bound down, thoughts giving you pain and making you feel betrayed. So you're going to want to prepare to be in charge of that mental activity. And then I pulled 3 clarifying cards for you, and they're pretty cool because you did get this success card, so it shows that you're going to have success in this situation. And use these two, this king and this queen, for your guidance, for your advice, for what you should be like. The King of Wands. The King of
Ooh.
Wands, fiery, strong, masculine energy, and he is large and in charge. He's capable, and he takes charge of his life. So this is advice for you to take charge of your life like the King of Wands does. And then you also got the Queen of Wands, which is kind of neat. You got the King, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Her advice is to be like me, be upbeat and courageous, and be determined to succeed over those thoughts. So you can do it. And then I think I also pulled a shaman card for you from the
Ooh.
Myth Shaman. And you got the arrow.
Ooh.
Right, an arrow. So let's see. I won't read the whole thing. But it says when the arrow zings through the air, it's inviting you to pay attention and signifying that you're about to make your mark in some aspect of your life.
Ooh.
The moment of contact, when you know that your desires and intentions have traveled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. So trust that your job is to be relaxed, yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize, yet releasing your intention with full expectations that it will land and it is supposed to. And that's what I got for you. Thanks for your question.
Love it. Love it. All right then. I invite everybody, if you enjoyed tonight, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And again, I'm going to put it in one more time. Please like and subscribe to Brenda T as well.
Thank you.
And so you have Wednesdays is your day to do those
2
readings.
Central Time. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. And my calendar's over there. I don't even know what I have coming up, except for my son's graduation.
Whoa. Oh boy, that's a big day.
It is.
Many years of work involved there.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, Brenda, loved reading with you tonight.
Oh, I had fun.
Um, uh, as they say in the chat, you have such beautiful energy, and so it was a pleasure reading with you.
Thanks.
And I
Enjoyed
want to
being
thank
here.
each and every one of you for popping in tonight. I'm sorry we couldn't get to everybody, but I do have my list going, and whoever didn't get read for tonight will get read on the top of the list next time. I hate not being able to read, but it's a little over an hour and a half. We're over our mark. So I just want to send blessings to everybody. And it's almost the weekend, so I wish everybody a safe weekend. And if you're able, go out, do some grounding outside, drink plenty of water, as we were talking. That's for everybody, especially if you're feeling blocked with your connection with spirit, your spirit guides. Hydrating is very helpful. Water energy works. Water's the conductive source to energy, and I'm not practicing what I preach, but I do preach what I should practice. So, um, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for your support and your love and all that fun stuff. So, I'm going to send everybody off with Faye blessings, and of course, you get the fairy butt too. Bye, everyone.